Good morning, everyone. It's Monday, September the 5th, 2022, coming at you with my latest Catrike wheels, 20 millimeter axle. Any Catrike that has that, which I think they all do, will fit on there. So this is going on my 700. Just wanted to talk a little bit about my wheel here and why and the differences it makes, why you might want to get a different wheel, or when you're looking into upgrading, what things to look for. Now I've been all over the map with things. I'm just checking my time here. I've had 24 spoke, 28 spoke, 32, 36. So I've tried about everything. Someday here I'll shoot a video of my shop here. Half of it's bikes and half of it's landscaping. I've got an extensive collection or have had, of bikes. All kinds of bikes, recumbents, mountain bike, road bikes, things like that. So quite a bit of experience, 40 some years in cycling and spending a lot of money on it. So, here's my latest. It's got a 160 millimeter Hope rotor there. It's aluminum with a stainless steel outer there where the brake pads hit. These are 32 spoke. I'm running the Hope Pro 4s. So there, I got it in blue. That's going to go on that yellow bike there, the yellow Trike. So that's that. So I wanted to show you something. This is a really wide rim. Back when I first started, and even today, a standard rim you might get would be the considered very good rim and everything, would be the Velocity Aero Heat, which is that wheel in the middle. But I want to show you here what a wider rim does for you here. Hopefully I'll touch on most of the topics I wanted to discuss about, but all three of these wheels in front of you have a Green Speed Scorcher 40 millimeter tire, 120, exactly the same tire, same pressure, different rims. The one on the far right here is a carbon rim. I've got zip stickers on 2 of them. Disregard that. It's made in China somewhere. Ordered several of them. It's about a 25 millimeter wide rim, so that's that one there on the right with the Green Speed Scorchers. So you can see how the tire sits. The one in the middle is the Velocity Aero Heat, which is very common recumbent Trike rim. These are all 16-inch, 349 millimeters, so you can see the width of the tire. Now these are my newest ones here. This blue one on the left, same tire again, same pressure, but it's on a 37 millimeter wide rim. So from 24 to 37. So that's how it affects the tire width. So the top of the tire is it's broader with a little bit flatter surface than these other two, the skinniest ones, the Velocity. Now, something I've learned or noticed, or what I think about, here I'll show you, try to demonstrate here. I don't know if I can get far enough away. Let me change the camera here. See if I can get to a smaller setting. So on a trike, you're meant to go straight. That you don't want any movement on the wheel. So on a two-wheel bike, pardon my hand shaking, that's my Parkinson's adding up. So bear with me. That gets back to the reason I've started my channel, part of the reason. So anyhow, on a two-wheel bent, you're lean the bike into corners like that. The bike pivots side to side on two-wheel bents. On a three-wheel or multi-wheel vehicle, it's meant to go be straight and go solid. You don't want movement. So any longer spokes, bigger wheels, that's why they don't work as well typically on a trike. You lose performance. It's more tipsy. The spokes flex as they get longer, and like a 700C versus 16. And so that's what try to consider. So if you've never ridden a bike with 16-inch wheels or 20-inch wheels, you're in for a real, treat. Of course, the seat height has to play into it. Because you really can corner quite aggressively on them versus a bike with a 700C wheel or something larger than a 20. So that's something I've discovered. You're trying the bike anytime the bike leans or moves side to side, you're losing performance and stuff. So I'm not sure if I'm explaining it right. So here is an example of a rim that's real skinny, and if I can't hardly show it to you here, but anyhow, you can look at the sidewall there, how much it stands out over the rim down there, and that makes the tire want to, I wish I had a assistant here, but you can see the tire wanting to flex and roll off the rim a little bit, which it's very difficult to move the newer tire with the bigger, wider rim. Again, because you're the center of this hub there and the spoke length, that's adding, bear with me here, that's torquing on the wheel. So your bike, instead of leaning, wants to pull sideways because this is fixed on a multi-wheel vehicle. So all three wheels are in a fixed position and they work together. So you're not leaning the bike. So when you go to corner, you're actually pulling, the G-forces are pulling the axle there, and the bottom or the top of the wheel is wanting to be pulled sideways. So that's why a wider rim will help support the tire, and shorter spokes, smaller wheel will flex less sideways, which increase your cornering speed and your performance. Even going straight down the road, when these 700 Catrikes had 700C rear wheels, it would wobble back and forth, and you'd feel it just wobbling back and forth. So wasn't a good experience. So I always prefer something smaller, even going to a 559. I've had a bunch of different wheels. So anyhow, I just wanted to get my fingers out of the camera, so show you my new wheels. These are my latest two. They're identical, except for the hub colors. So it's blue. I've went with purple and blue on this one. You can kind of see it over there. And this one is gold and blue. So that's going to go on this bike here for now and replace this tire. And these with the wider rim just lets me corner quite a bit more aggressively. I would say anywhere from a mile to 2 or 3 miles an hour I can corner, because of that feature of the tire not flexing over the rim and the shorter spokes, and these are 14 gauge straight gauge 32s, and these are also 32s. So that's just something I wanted to share out with you, and so something to consider on your recumbent trikes. They're not really bikes, they're trikes, which you don't want things flexing and moving. All 3 points here, the point in the back and the 2 points in the front, you want that to be as solid as possible. And your wheels, you want the smaller wheel is stronger and stiffer, and a wider rim is also stronger and stiffer laterally, so when you're cornering, it doesn't pull it sideways. So hopefully I've said that in a good way that you would understand it. And if you have any comments or questions on anything, feel free to let me know, and we can talk more about it or something, or I'll answer your question. Sometimes I get on here and get rambling and struggle to say what I want to say. So that's that on the wheel talk. So hopefully you're like my new wheels. So once again, that's my older wheels there. That's the Power on Cycling, which he used, Mark Power. He built up on the standard Catrike hub. These were 24 spoke here. Had them for about 15, 20 years. It's a 130 rotor on that, which goes on the orange bike. And that's the Velocity Aero Heat rim. And then these are the new ones next to that. So something I've had about, get my feet out of there, about 15, 20 years there on that one to the most modern. And they're both supporting the Green Speed Scorcher 120s. So that's that. So the big performance gain is in the rim being that much wider. I think that's 14 millimeters wider. So if you look down the side of that, you see very little tire hanging over where rotated around here. To the logo, it makes it a little easier to see. So very, tires and rims almost the same width. And again, that helps support the tire from rolling over on the rim, which helps you in your cornering. Then we'll go back to this Velocity Aero Heat in comparison. And we'll flip it around here so you don't have to look at the disc brake. But you can see how much the tire overhangs the rim by, I'd say, a good 10 millimeters. 8 to 10 millimeters. So you can see the logo out there and the black rim. So try to get it a little closer there, but so that's on that one. Then back to the new one, try to show you that again. So very minimum overhang. Once again, we'll go back to this one, trying to get it good. Pardon the shaky hand. But there on that one, so you can see quite a bit more. So that's the benefit and the difference with the wider rim. The tire is much wider, as we can see with that. It gives a profile. Now these are different tires, but the same width. So that's the difference. A 40 millimeter tire becomes, I would say, 5 to 8 millimeters wider on a wider rim. And then also the rim supports the tire better. So when you're cornering aggressively, it makes a difference. Now again, if you're ride at 10, 12 miles an hour, it does make a difference, but I'm talking about people that ride 15, 20, 25, 30 miles an hour. around corners and ride more aggressively. That's where the benefit really pays off, and you notice these differences. Well, thanks for watching. Have a blessed day, and we'll talk to you later. Thank you.